Hey everybody, you guys are getting an extra video from me this week, and the reason being is because of a question that was posed to me in my last weekly chat video. So I was asked if I was going to do a monthly read-along. I interpreted that question to be like a book club type of question. Are you going to be doing like a book club? That's kind of how I saw the question being presented to me. I have never thought about doing that before. I have done a few book reviews in the past, not a whole lot, but I've never thought about doing a book club where we all read a book together for a particular month and then come back at the end of the month and talk about it. So I really like the idea. What are your thoughts? Please leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Do you guys like this idea? Are you readers? And also, I would love to hear what type of books you would be interested in reading, because not everybody has the same taste in books whatsoever, but that's why there's so many different types of genres out there. Me personally, I like adventure books the best. One of my favorite authors is Clive Cussler. Love his books. Again, those books are not going to be for everybody, but I will probably be throwing those in if this continues in the future. I've got one that I'm ready to download on Audible. And on that note, I wanted to say that this is what I had in mind that I plan on doing. I'm going to make this my own, and that is to pick one book that I'm physically going to actually read, whether it be in book form or whether it be on my iPad. I will legit read the book, and then I wanted to pick a book that I would listen to on Audible. And if you guys have Audible, they're not sponsored. How do I say it? They're not sponsoring this video or anything. I get nothing back. I have no affiliate links to them. I do know that when I signed up for Audible that I got one free book. So if you guys are maybe not so much an actual physical reader where you sit down and open up a book and read it, but you rather listen to it, Audible is a great way to go. So that is my thoughts, is to pick one book to read and one book to listen to. I will probably pick them at the end of a month, which is kind of what I'm doing now. It's the end of January. We will read them if you're interested in read and listen to them for the month of February. Then I'll come back at the end of February and we can discuss the books. I will give you my opinion in the video and we can talk about it in the comments below. And I'm not suggesting that you need to do both books. If you just want to pick one or the other, that's cool. But also, please let me know more books that you would be interested in doing this, because I will get them. I love to read. So on that note, let's introduce the book. So one book that I'm going to be actually reading is The Sweet Life in Paris by David Lebovitz. I hope I got that right. It's Lebovitz. And I got this in Books A Million. I was in there sometime in December and I was wandering around. I went to the travel section. I was actually looking for travel books, but not travel guides. I want to hear about or read about people's experiences when they go to another country. I find that fascinating. So I picked up that book just wandering around. I did just check and they have this on Amazon. And I will tell you, I'm looking at the price. It is much cheaper on Amazon, just letting you know. Get it off of Amazon. And if you're a Prime member, I looked, it'll be here very soon if you're a Prime member. So that would be my suggestion if you want to read along with me. The second book that I've got is on the Audible book, and this is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Or Morgenstern, excuse me, Erin Morgenstern. Last name is Morgenstern. So the reason why I kind of chose that one, first of all, let me digress just a bit. I don't know anything about either one of these books. I know nothing about it. I know that this one is going to be taking place in Paris, and I believe this guy is a chef. I'll read the back of it to you in a minute. So I believe he's a chef. That's all I know about it. And then as far as the night circus is concerned, the only thing I know about it is zero, but I remember hearing Tanya Burr, love her channel, saying it was one of her favorite books that she has ever read. And so I just, it's been on my Audible list for probably 3 months. I just had it sitting in my Audible account. Have not listened to it yet, so I cannot attest to what these types of books are going to be like. I don't know if there's going to be any profanity, any bad scenes that might be embarrassing to some people. I'm just throwing that out there. I have no clue. So on that note, read at your own risk. But I just wanted to put it out there. I have no idea what type of warning to give you guys about either one of these books. So I just thought I would throw that out there. And then the back of this book, I don't have anything to read on this one yet, because I guess I could look it up and read it, but I'm not going to. But since I have this one, it says, like so many others, David Lebovitz dreamed about living in Paris ever since he first visited in the 1980s. Finally, after a nearly two-decade career as a pastry chef and cookbook author, he moved to the City of Lights to start a new life. Having crammed all of his worldly belongings into 3 suitcases, he arrived hopes high. Sorry about that. I'm not good at reading out loud. He arrived hopes high at his new apartment in the lively Bastille neighborhood. But he soon discovered it's a different world in France. From illogical rules of social conduct to the mysteries of men's footwear, from shopkeepers who work so hard not to sell you anything to the nightmare of unchecked bureaucracy and the arcane etiquette of the cheese plate. Here is Lebovitz's story of how he came to fall in love with and even understand this glorious, maddening city. So I thought it sounded funny on the back of it. I love a good laugh. Sorry, I'll try not to read any more paragraphs out to you. Reading aloud is hard. Oh my goodness. But anyway, so that's my thoughts. So if you guys are interested in either reading either one of these books or either listening to either one, I don't know if this is on Audible, but since they do sell it on Amazon, I believe Audible is owned by Amazon. I have the same username for both of them. They may have it on Audible if you want to listen to it, or you can pick one or the other, whatever your thoughts are. But please leave me a comment below if you guys like this type of video, or like this thought, not this particular video, but hey, if you like it, give it a thumbs up as well. But if you guys are interested in doing a book club, I want to hear from you, and I definitely want your book suggestion. So this is the thought I'm going to do for now, 1 reading and 1 listening. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Bye guys.